The sun is about to set on me. I'm running low on lighting here, but I'm gonna get this video in real quick. All right, so today we're talking about having your long-term holds or having large amounts of money on exchanges. So there's something that you need to understand about exchanges. The thing is this, that when you're looking at those numbers on, the screen that says the cryptocurrencies that you have, right, your wallet, that is basically an IOU, because every time you make a trade, you're not paying for, fees of withdrawing from one wallet and sending to another. You're just paying small commissions that the exchange takes. But you don't actually have that crypto until you take it off of the exchange. Exchanges are to be used for acquiring crypto, right? So say you initially bought Bitcoin and you want to buy some XRP, you want to buy some Chainlink, good. That's what you use the exchange for, acquiring those cryptocurrencies. But then once you have them, the plan is to get them off of the exchange. That way you have full ownership of your assets. That way you actually have your cryptocurrencies in your wallets and you're not depending on some exchange or some company to tell you, oh, you have this much of that cryptocurrency. And you can also use exchanges for trading, right? Whenever you're using a trading bag, whenever you're trading around different coins, obviously you're not going to be taking your trades off of the exchange because you're going to be losing what you're making just with the withdrawal fees. So you use exchanges for acquiring cryptocurrencies and for trading, whether that be day trading, swing trading, or any kind of trading bag that you may have. And once you actually have those cryptocurrencies, again, like I said, get them off of the exchanges and onto wallets. That way you have ownership of your assets. I am a big proponent of ownership. I like owning assets. I hate things that say IOU or that you have a certain amount of money with a company or anything like that, guys. Lots of times, you cannot trust those things. You need to have full ownership of your assets. So I had a Patreon subscriber ask me for the definition of market cap. So the basic definition is you grab circulating supply of that cryptocurrency and then you multiply that by its price, and there's the market cap, right? See, the thing is, it's really not that simple. There are many things you need to take into consideration, right? Like say coins that have been lost, that have just been put into a wallet that's was on a computer, and that the seed phrases were lost or whatever. So there are plenty of cryptocurrencies that have been lost that will affect the market cap evaluation. That goes the same for basically all of the cryptocurrencies. There are some outliers out there that have a skewed market cap for whatever reason, but normally you'll be able to see it with the liquidity and the volume that something's fishy with that cryptocurrency. But overall, you're going to use the market cap to be able to tell a couple things about that cryptocurrency. You use the market cap in combination with the volume, the liquidity, and a couple other things to really get a size. You get a feel for the size of that market, right? You compare it to other cryptocurrencies, other market caps, and you can tell, the market structure, the strength of that market based on its market cap. Before, the standard measures were if you were sub 10 million market cap, that is a micro cap coin. If you're sub 100 million, that's a small cap. If you're sub 1 billion, that is a medium sized coin. And if you're above $1 billion in evaluation, then that is a large cap cryptocurrency. But now with the overall, exaggerated amount, insane amount of money that's been flowing into crypto, these numbers are a lot different than they were before, right? If you're looking at a coin that is sub 500 million, it could still be considered a very small cap coin. If you're looking at coins that are sub or even in the $1 billion range, they can still be considered mid-sized coins. So that'll basically sum up market caps for you. You don't have to get very technical, you don't have to get very detailed with it. It basically it's a big nice number to tell you the size of that market, the structure of that market, and the value behind that market. And then you use that in combination with volume, like I said, liquidity and other things to tell what's going up with that coin, what's going up, to see what's going up with that, to see what's up with that coin, to see what's up with that coin, right? To see how those numbers are doing, if it's fishy, right? There's some coins that have some crazy market cap number but then have no volume, or a crazy volume amount but no market cap. Those are really fishy coins. You don't want to ever invest in any like that. But you see a coin like Theta, well over, what is it, like $6-7 billion. Those are the type of coins that you're like, all right, cool, this is a pretty solid investment. So I had another Patreon subscriber ask me how to actually dollar cost average into your cryptocurrency investments, right? And basically what that is you're not so focused on trying to catch the highs and the lows. You are buying weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever works best for your specific circumstances, for your scenario. But basically, that's it. You're just buying weekly, buying the same amount every week or bi-weekly, however works best for you. And then when you see a market consolidation, when you see a market dip, that's where, oh, I had some weekend fun money, or I had a couple $100 here, a couple grand here, stored away somewhere that I'm going to grab and buy some more crypto because we had a nice consolidation. But besides those outliers, besides those circumstances where we have market dips, you're really focused on acquiring more and more crypto weekly, and just as time goes on, you're not focused about the lows and highs. He also wanted me to explain fundamental and technical analysis. So basically, technical analysis, you've got support and resistance levels, you've got trend lines, and you got indicators, Fibonacci levels, Ikemunchu clouds, RSIs, stochastic RSIs, MACDs. You've got plenty of a variety of different tools at your disposal when it comes to technical analysis. So this is what it basically comes down to. You use, let's say, about 8 different indicators that work best with your trading strategy that you tend to check when it comes to trade setups, right? You've got a certain trade setup. If you've got 6 of your 8 indicators pointing that it's bullish, then it's pretty smart to put a long in, right? Some trades will be losses, and that's where your stop loss comes into place, and then the majority of them should be wins, right? As long as you've got a solid strategy. And where does that strategy come from? Again, trying different indicators, trying different combinations, seeing what strategy works best for you. Once you've got an established strategy, it's just rinse and repeat, and the majority of the time you are going to be profitable, and now you're making money. So it sounds pretty simple, and guys, it really is that simple. So why do 90% of traders lose? Because of your mind, because of emotions, because of nothing external. It all has to do with what's in here. It's crazy to say that, but it's absolutely true. You've got a plan, you've got a strategy, you've got set rules that you're supposed to follow, and then when the trade isn't going in your direction, you change things up, you start acting different, you start putting in new buys, new sells, you lower your stop loss, you add to a losing trade instead of adding to winning trades. Your mind gets a hold of you, and you're swaying away from your original plan, from your original strategy. 90% of traders fail because 90% of people cannot control their emotions. They cannot control, the happiness of seeing the money going up, of seeing a nice green trade, and they can't control the emotion of the sadness of seeing a losing trade. So you definitely need to keep your emotions in check when it comes to trading, and then you just stick to your strategy. You try and test a bunch of different strategies until you find a very profitable one. And for fundamental analysis, the first things you're looking at is, the market cap, the supply, circulating supply, total supply, all the numbers aspect of the cryptocurrency. That's the first thing you look at. And then you're looking into their website, their white paper, the team, the actual, problem that they are looking to solve in society. And then based off of that problem, you can see the impact that will make in society, right? If you're solving I can't think of a simple problem. How to pick up toothpicks. I don't know. I can't think of something very simple, but what I'm trying to get at is if that problem can have a huge impact in society. Let's look at Amazon, right? That is a huge impact, right? It solves the problem of getting cheaper products and easier and more convenient for people. That affects society in a big way. It has a huge impact, so there is a lot of value behind that. If you've got something that doesn't have that much of an impact, like something that is very niche, say somebody who invented some new thing to be able to set up fences a lot easier and a lot simpler, that is not going to have such an impact in society. If you've got, we're just throwing an example out there, right? If you've got a cryptocurrency that is focused on making better fences in society, that's not going to be such an impact. So there's not going to be that much of value behind that market. When you're looking at the market cap of that coin, you're saying, all right, well, yeah, that market has an X amount of value. It would be worth in the hundreds of billions. So it shouldn't reach that, $1 trillion level or anything like that. So what I'm trying to get at is you can tell what the estimated value of a cryptocurrency, of a project will be based on the impact that it's going to make in society. And there are obviously other things to be looking into as well, like their team, their CEO, CFO, marketing, department and all that stuff, to make sure that they're on top of what they're doing, that the CEO has credentials, that he's got whatever, a PhD, master's, that he's worked with this company, worked with that company, has X amount of years of experience in finance, not somebody who's got 4 years of flipping whatever, making hot dogs, and then he decided to make cryptocurrency, right? So you look into the team, you look at who's behind the coin, and then you see if they've got good credentials, if they look like a solid team. And then you use that in combinations with other things. If they got a good team, cool, that's one check. If they've got good numbers, good market cap and all that stuff, good, that's another check. If they've got a great problem that they're solving in society, awesome, another check. You see, it's kind of like a little checklist. You got to look at their timeline, see if they promise that they're going to do this, promise that they're going to work on that, get things accomplished on time. If they're not accomplishing things on time, that is a huge red flag. And that's another thing that I want to talk about, red flags. That's another thing that I look at. If you've got coins that are promising, staking rewards in the thousands percent, or 200-300% staking rewards, that is a huge red flag. Definitely want to stay away from coins that promise those types of returns. Also, things like their history, you want to make sure that they have a solid history, that they haven't never been worked with some company that ended up being an exit scam, or that they paid a lot of people to promote their cryptocurrency without actually just letting the value of the crypto, without actually letting the value of the project just speak for itself. If they're paying off a bunch of people, then you don't see Vitalik Buterin or anybody paying off people to promote Ethereum. Why? Because Ethereum is a solid project in and of itself. If you got these small coins that are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for other YouTubers to be promoting their coin, to be showing their coin, then what does that say about their cryptocurrency, right? So these are just things that I take into consideration when it comes to fundamental analysis. If you guys want to sign up for one-on-one cryptocurrency mentorship with me, you can through the Patreon link in the description below. Make sure to drop a like on the video. Definitely comment down below what your opinion is on keeping coins on an exchange. If you like to trade, if you like to keep coins for the long term, comment that down below. Subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.